Hello again. Now then, in a change to the 9F project, I have a side project that I'm going to start this year, and basically it's to build a boiler that will service this Stuart number 1 engine that I made a number of years ago. In fact, it was completed in January 2015. Now then, this was my first venture into model engineering, and my intentions were at the time to build a boiler for it, but I never got around to it, as this thing sort of took over the show, so to speak. Now then, for the 9F, I had a boiler professionally built because the complexity of a locomotive boiler for a beginner is just immense, so I didn't even consider it. So that's a done deal out of the way. However, I did fancy having a go at boiler making. So, as a bit of an aside from the 9F project, I'm going to have a go at the Reeves RV62 6-inch vertical boiler. Now then, that's quite a sizable boiler, as you can see there from the drawing. It's 6-inch OD. The boiler barrel itself is 13 inches long. That's 6-inch OD, 10 gauge wall thickness. That equates to 128 thou. So it's quite a substantial item. What I intend to do is do some modifications to it, potentially, if I can. I've got to build the bloody thing first, but anyway, the modifications I'm considering are maybe what we've got here is the wet header with superheater elements to the superheater header here. But what I want is a wet takeoff, so we could run engines that have gunmetal cylinders and pistons, etc. Because superheated steam is no good for those sort of engines. If I have room, which looks pretty limited up here, I may also try and install some sort of feed water preheater to make the thing a little bit more efficient. But you know, let's get things started first before I think about modifications. The materials I've got so far, well, pretty much most of them, you can see here. 13-inch length of 6-inch OD, some 5-inch that will make the firebox. I've got a cast iron lid here. Turn the heater off, making a noise. We've got some 3mm plate at the back that will form the tube plates. A whole series of 49 fire tubes. The larger tube in the middle, that is the centre flue, which will accommodate the superheater elements. We've got the makings of a fire hole there to feed it with coal. That is a 2-inch piece of 2-inch diameter gunmetal. That will be forming the what do they call it? The steam turret. Sorry, that was originally would have been a casting back in the day, but the castings don't seem to be available, or if they are, I can't find one, so I'll make one out of that. We've got some gunmetal here to make the various bushings, etc. Some more gunmetal of a different size there. That will make the wet and dry headers. A piece of copper here, they'll make the split into two and drilled. That will make the superheater return blocks. Some 3/8 copper square, that'll be rolled to make a foundation ring. And some stainless steel flat bar and rod there, and that will make up the fire grate. There'll be other things like the chimney to sort out later on, but I think we've got enough to make a start and get the main bulk of the boiler built. Yeah. I've gone for the biggest boiler that I could find, mainly because the Stuart No. 1 is quite a large engine, but also I can use it potentially to maybe test run this on steam, which would be nice to do before fitting the loco boiler and you know, getting all the gubbins put on the thing, only to find it needs some modification. Whereas if I use the test boiler, the 6-inch boiler, and pipe that up, maybe I can see some issues that need sorting out while it's still in a relative state of unassembly, if you like. So yeah, so during the course of this year, this is going to be a side project alongside the 9F. Don't for 1 minute think that the 9F is going to be abandoned or anything else, and this replacing it. No, this, the 9F is still the main project, but this is just something as a bit of a sidestep, if you like, a bit of a different interest, different skills, and hopefully it'll turn out all right. I've never done anything like this before, so I'll try and document everything from start to finish. There's not a great deal on the internet regarding boiler making, certainly not on YouTube anyway. So here goes, and let's see if we can build a boiler. If not, I'll have a hell of an expensive piece of scrap copper, but we'll see. Cheers now.